Welcome, my name is Matt, aka Road Jedi 88. We are getting into Star Wars, Galaxy of Fear. I mean, heroes. Yeah. I might be a little repetitive with some of my jokes, but, or attempts of humor. Nightsister Zombie. Okay, first of all, Galaxy of Fear is a book reference, back to the 1990s. It was a Star Wars George Lucas era generation efforted attempt of kind of tapping into what was another popular book series back in the 90s known as Goosebumps. If Disney if Disney ever wanted to have a Halloween time TV series of Star Wars, I mean, they tried to almost pull it off with Skeleton Crew, but they already have Galaxy of Fear from the 1990s they could rehash. That's exactly kind of what that would be. Basically, it's a horror thriller series. So, anyways, getting back at the mod character at hand here, who would be perfect to add into a Galaxy of Fear if they were to ever revive that book series again. Her and the Nightsister Spirit both would be great. So, in her name, she's a zombie. She's already been dead. She's already dead. And yet, here she is. She is a tank character. Wow, imagine that. Being protected by someone who's already dead. So, a tank character, if you go to my first video in my mods playlist, I break down definitively in description the various different types of roles, the character roles that there are, what their purpose in the squad is going to be, as well as the various different types of mods by definition, and what their purpose is when you are applying them to the various different types of characters. Essentially, you are improving upon or enhancing their abilities that they already have laced in them when you first got the character. Oops, too far. That you have already, the abilities that are already laced into the characters. The mods are one enhancing on those, more so, or in other cases, you might be also kind of cross-training them for a different character role position. Like a tank could be cross-trained for an attacker or a support character role position, in a sense. An attacker could be cross-trained with tank character attributes or support character attributes. Support characters can be cross-trained to be attackers or even help with healing. So, it's whatever direction you go. She automatically revives herself. She doesn't need Mother Talzin or Odaka to revive her, but, I mean, she's popping up out of the ground already having been dead all by herself. And then, of course, there's the Nightsister Spirits. So, yeah, these ghostly ladies, probably looking for their past husbands to haunt the crap out of them. The Zabraks. Just kind of read through the abilities. That was a lot to be reading through. Deal with physical damage. So she's kind of has like damage mods already kind of laced into her DNA. She already has tenacity. Somewhat in her, and that's actually kind of what I added. So if you go to swgoh.gg website, the fan players Well, I cannot figure out how to word that, but it makes it sound sense in my head. They recommend going speed and health with her. Here they're suggesting speed and defense. I went with speed and tenacity. Honestly, all three are just as good. So, Pikachu, test her out, kind of see how it feels to you. Tenacity, by definition, means she cannot be easily torn apart. Defense. She's probably going to stand alongside with whoever your support character role is. If you were to do, like, say, speed and potency, she'd be coinciding with your the attacker characters of the squad. Honestly, there's different approaches you can go with this. Defense and health kind of puts her more in the direction of the, like if we did speed and defense or speed or health, that kind of puts her more in the direction of kind of standing alongside with whoever your support character is. So probably a little more so. But either way, she's still popping up out of the ground. She is protecting. By definition, a tank is the protection. It's protecting whatever is within inside it. And she is protecting the squad members within inside her own squad that she is a part of. So that's basically what her primary job role is as a tank character. You can kind of cross-train her, to also back up the support aspect of the squad or the attacker aspect of the squad. Either way, you're not getting rid of her until you've gotten rid of everyone else. If she's not reviving her own self, Mother Talzin and Odaka are. And if you check through my Mother Talzin video, as well as the last one I just did, the Nightsister Initiate, Nightsister Spirit, I did kind of give a little bit of battle strategies of how you can go about them when they are your opponents. Because when you're opposing them and they are maxed up, for anyone who struggles, who might not have like chess players mentality about these kind of things, about the priority strategy of how to go about them, just take the word of some of us that do. Look at Mother Talzin and Odaka as if they were the queen pieces of the chessboard. Those are the most dangerous pieces on the chessboard. You don't ever want to leave just standing around. You want to try to get her off the board as quickly as you can. And while the pawns are as puny as they can be, if they make it across the board, they can convert themselves into another queen, leaving you with two queens. And in actuality, you have, 6 pawns lined up across. If all 6 were to get across, you already have one queen, and somehow you just did not knock any of them out in the course of the game. You end up with 7 queens at most. Yeah, I mean, game over. So, and I've never seen a chess game actually go that way, but by chance there is a scenario where that has ever happened. Yeah, you look at Odaka and Mother Talzin as if they were your queen pieces. You want those two off the board first. But the problem is, this tank character, zombie, she revives herself and she taunts. She has taunting ability, which draws your attention away from being able to focus on those 2 queens. And the problem in that is you're not able to attack Odaka or Mother Talzin as long as she is sucking your attention to her. I mean, look at this beauty. Who could resist her, right? No, I'm just kidding. So, and some of these Nightsisters have abilities that gives them turn meters, bonus turns. Okay, so go in with a Darth Vader or a Phoenix Squad Rex. Go in with either the Clone Troopers, the Phoenix Squad, or possibly the Inquisitors led by Darth Vader. Have them as maxed up as you can get them, and take advantage of their bonus turns. And Darth Vader, and between Darth Vader, Rex, Phoenix Squad Rex, probably even Clone Wars Rex. They have special ability attacks, assuming they don't get blocked from being able to use them, that can actually do a sweeping of the whole squad. Take advantage of those. Anytime you get the Nightsister zombie down, before she revives, or even if she does revive, because she will, before she re-taunts you again with her amazing beautiful attributes that we just cannot take our eyes off of, make sure you're getting those shots in on Odaka and Mother Talzin. Because the sooner those two are down, the sooner you can focus on the pawns of the Nightsister squads, and the sooner that everyone else is down and dead, then Nightsister Zombie will die too, because she has no one to protect. She only exists repeatedly to protect whoever is still alive. Once they are all dead, she has no point of existence, and she will die out. So there's a little battle strategy concept. Prioritize your approach against them. And I can try to maybe consider putting together another playlist specifically for battle strategies, depending on what types of squads you're using versus whatever opponent you're going up against. I'm going to need a little time to be able to power up my characters, because I've only been at this for a few months with this particular account. Because I'm going to want to make sure I can actually show the battle concepts, the priority that, in retrospect, you would want to go in. Now, when you're maxed up, it may not make a whole lot of difference, because you can just blow right through them. But if you're still in the process of trying to build yourself up, or you're going up against an opponent that's just as powerful as you are, in mirror, distinction, then yeah, learning the priority of how to go about the takedown of each character strategically of your opponents can play a huge difference as to how you're going to come out of that battle. So that may have to be a whole nother playlist in itself. But while I was conveniently working through the Nightsisters, I figured I'd go ahead and throw these strategy tips out, because I know they can be a little frustrating and a bit of a headache for those who just are not able to see it. Always look at Odaka and Mother Talzin as if they were the queen pieces of a chessboard, but in Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes parallel concept. Always look at them as that. You want those two down as ASAP, like as quickly as possible. But you also have Nightsister Zombie, if she's in that squad, who's gonna try to get in the way. So, and obviously, if you don't have characters with bonus turns as well as certain special abilities that can just kind of blast everyone, do a sweep of everyone, then you're not going to have a whole lot of choice but to take her down. Like I said, once she is down, she's going to come back no matter what. But before she re-taunts you, get your shots in on Odaka and or Mother Talzin. If you have both, you might be kind of picking at thinning them down with the hopes that they don't re-heal each other or themselves while getting sucked into the zombie again. There's some catches in their squad, how they operate. There are some beautiful, beautiful catches. But if you can navigate around it, prioritize, know your priority of who you want gone. That helps. Now, working through the strategy of it all, especially when you got this beauty get in the way. I mean, sometimes at best, just deal with her, deal with the zombie, get her out of the way, and just kind of pick off evenly, like bounce between Odaka and Mother Talzin and pick off their health the best you can, and hope that when you get re-taunted again, that they don't go re-healing themselves or each other again. If that is a consistent problem, then that's probably a sign you just simply need to power up your own squad members a little bit more so that you can pull this off, at best. So that's Nightsister Zombie mods, a little strategy tips for Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. Subscribe to the channel, like the videos, comments, questions, suggestions down below, and thank you for following. May the Force be with you.